don't want to be sold to, then they're going to be a little bit more defensive, taken aback, cautious with what they're saying. But if you have more of a conversation and you're presenting yourself as a guide and trying to be helpful and not make a sale, you're going to get a lot more information and you're going to create trust. You're going to be able to build a little bit more of a relationship, and that alone could put you well ahead of everybody else because you're there trying to help them. I remember, I've told a lot of customers in my past when I was a salesperson and a sales leader on property, I don't know that we're the right fit for you. Let me refer you over here because I don't think that we're going to be able to accommodate what you're going to be able to do. And oftentimes they would look at me like, what? Like, yeah, I can make this fit in this meeting room. You're not going to be comfortable. It's not going to go the way that you want it to go. I'd rather have an opportunity to work with you again down the road than put you in here and have you upset with me for the next 2 years and be that story that you tell everybody.
Exactly. In fact, this is a great segue into I'm just going to ask you about. This is totally relevant. I don't know of anybody in hospitality that doesn't say it's about relationships, right? Everybody, it's like a canned term, right? But the disconnect, I see such a transactional mindset in some, like you just said, it's like we have a piece of business it's in front of us right now. But the short-term mindset, and I gasp because a lot of people in hotel sellers would do everything that they could to not pass up that past business, not realizing the positive unintended consequences that could come back to them fivefold because you were straight and honest with me rather than you booked that group and suddenly you're like, oh, wow, I closed that, got this one sale. Here comes that group, but then you're grinning and bearing it because it's going to be a shit show, right? It's going to go sideways. And unfortunately, the experience wasn't great. They told all the people how they felt taken advantage of. There are no referrals. I'm not saying everybody in this industry, but for whatever reason, I see a disconnect there between that transactional short-sightedness and then the long view of building trust, where you are the person in San Diego. In fact, Mandy is that person I was here at HPN. She's that type of seller, and she has a reputation of utmost trust. So I see that's one of the biggest mistakes in this industry. Is there something you could add?
I think people throw around the relationship term a little too loosely, like you said. You can have relationships are extremely important.